He was the unluckiest man on Earth. He had simply fallen asleep on a plane, and when he landed, he discovered his entire country had been bombed out of existence. His visa and currency were now worthless, and every flight home had been canceled. But Victor, who didn't speak the local language, had no idea what had actually happened. The airport manager resorted to a crude demonstration with snacks. He held up a bag of potato chips to represent Victor's country, Krakosia, and used an apple to show a civil war tearing it apart.
No more Krakosia.
Victor was detained at the airport. In a way, he had absolute freedom, but at the same time, none at all. He was free because no one had authority over him inside the terminal, but he was not free because he wasn't allowed to leave or fly back home. The manager assumed Victor would eventually sneak out, get caught by the police, and stop being his problem. But to his surprise, Victor obeyed his instructions and chose to stay in the terminal, waiting for his homeland to recover. He dragged together some broken chairs to make a bed, unplugged a lamp for darkness, and planned to tough it out for the night. Moments after lying down, he mistook an airplane beacon for rebel gunfire, shouted his surrender, and then realized it was a false alarm. By the next day, the airport manager had his eye on Victor. The stranded man could become a huge liability. As long as nothing went wrong before his boss retired, the manager was guaranteed a smooth promotion. Then he spotted Victor on the security monitors, wandering around the terminal in a bathrobe, a sight that definitely hurt the airport's image. Frustrated and unable to understand why Victor hadn't just snuck out, the manager decided to get rid of him. He glared through the glass at Victor and ordered his staff to set a trap. While Victor was snacking on free airport samples, the manager approached him and pretended to help. He hinted that at midnight, when the guards changed shifts, there'd be a 5-minute gap, implying Victor could use that moment to slip out. Victor thought he'd just been handed a lucky break, but in reality, the manager had arranged an ambush outside. The area beyond the doors was already swarming with security. The moment Victor stepped outside, they'd have the right to arrest him as an illegal trespasser. Standing at the entrance, gazing at the United States just a few steps away, Victor started toward the door, only to notice something suspicious. The security cameras seemed to be tracking his every move. To test his theory, he stepped forward, then back, and even crouched to tie his shoe. Sure enough, the cameras followed him. Realizing he'd been spotted, the flustered manager told his staff to move the cameras away. But by then, Victor had slipped directly beneath one. As the screen showed no trace of him, the manager panicked and spun the cameras around to locate him. In the midst of his frantic search, Victor suddenly leaned into all 4 feeds at once, his face filling the monitors in a playful, mocking close-up.
I wait.
The whole security team burst out laughing. With his plan exposed, the manager had no choice but to awkwardly cover his embarrassment.